Hey guys, I'm Jeff with Whirlwind Family Farm. Thanks for finding our channel. And I like to call this No Frills Friday. And what I mean by that is I just grabbed my iPhone. There's no tripod. I'm not mic'd up. I just grabbed the iPhone and tell you about something that I think may help you out or be something that's helpful to you in your garden. Whether it be a market garden or you have a small backyard garden, I just kind of tell you something that I've been thinking about that can be useful. And today and this week, I've been thinking about something that concerns all of us that have a garden, and that's insect control. And it's difficult when you are fully organic and insects can come in and really devour a plant quickly. Now, what we try to do is have as healthy a plants as possible to be insect resistant. Sometimes the insects win, but there are things out there that can be your ally and can work in your favor. And in this case, it can be certain animals or birds. And I will tell you, here at Whirlwind Family Farm, we have a lot of things that are kind of working in our favor when it comes to insects. If you look behind me, I'll flip the camera around here. This is our deer fence around this acre farm. And many times you'll look out here and birds love to set right here, swoop in and go down and get their meal for the day, which is many, many different insects. And we absolutely love that. And I'll, here on No Frills Friday, I don't do a lot of editing, but I'm going to throw in here. We also have garden spiders, which the big yellow and black spiders, by the way, they're not harmful. There goes a bird, big loud bird right there. These insects are not harmful to human beings. If you look it up, they do have a venom, I think, that goes in and can kill insects, but it does not harm humans at all. So when you see, and I'll try to put that here in the editing, when you see those big garden spiders, they're fantastic. They catch insects, wrap them up in their web and consume them. So they're working on your side. The other thing we're fortunate here in Central Texas is we have the Texas whiptail lizard. These little lizards run everywhere. And to quote my wife, they're just the cutest things. I've actually seen a fairly small lizard chasing after a grasshopper, bless his heart with his little legs, as a grasshopper has the ability to jump and fly, so it's kind of an unfair advantage, but he was doing his best to go after a grasshopper. And I watch them. They will catch grasshoppers and consume them, so they're working on our side. The other thing that we have here is the coach whip snake. Absolutely love the coach whip snake. As the story goes, they will attack and kill rattlesnakes. And I've heard that. I've heard people talk about it and seen it. So they're absolutely, I mean, I'm not saying that they're absolutely harmless. I think they probably, if they get cornered or excited, they may bite you. They do not have venom. So we love our coach whip snakes. I'll actually put another little edit here. I caught a video the other day of a coach whip eating a grasshopper. How about that? So that was really cool. But back to the thing, the birds. There's birds out here. We have scissortail, we have finches, we have the Texas state bird, which is a mockingbird. But one of the most interesting birds we have out here, and I'll start walking back this way, is the barn swallow. And the barn swallows are incredible flyers, incredible little acrobats, and they spend a lot of time on this fence. They'll come in, sometimes there'll be 10 or 15 of them, and they're just coming in and feeding constantly. They're getting mosquitoes during the day, or in the evening time, you'll see them going after mosquitoes, and they're just fantastic. But at the end of this video, I'm gonna have a link of a video I did back, I think maybe in late April. I'll put it right down here where I have more extensive information about that barn swallow. But if you look it up, in late August in Texas, that's when they do their migration. And from what I understand, barn swallows are all over the world. There may be birders out there that'll correct me. They're all over the world. They'll go down into Africa during the winter months, and summers they'll come back up to Europe. And they do the same thing here. They're all in North America, from Texas to Canada. They come up from South America, make their way north. They'll have their nest here. And I'm gonna make my way over to the edge of our house where one of their little mud nest is at. And if you'll check out the video at the end of this, I talk more extensively about it, but they are federally protected, and even their nest are federally protected. So their nests are not to be harassed or harmed in any way once they start nesting. I didn't know that till recently. And so that's exactly what we do. We leave them alone, and we don't want to mess with them anyway because they do such a great job of going after insects. But as I get close here to where their nest is at, as I'm looking up at it, and I'll turn around and show you, is that I've seen a few fluttering around in this area, but the main group that has been here at our house, they obviously have started making their trek south, headed towards South America. I've even heard they'll go as far as the Galapagos Islands. And you need to check out my video. I think from what my studies I did back in the spring, I think they can go 600 miles a day. I think that's right. It's just incredible. They have the ability to sleep while they fly. They actually turn part of their brain off and they can fly while they're asleep. I know, I don't even understand it. But kind of interesting here, while I'm standing here, you can see there is actually a garden spider. Sorry, it wasn't zooming. You can see, and I believe those larger ones are females. That's what my son tells me. He's probably right. And if we just move over here a little bit, you will see that barn swallow, their little mud nest. So they've obviously already raised their little ones, and the little fledglings have already taken off and flown, and that family is headed south. So that's very cool. So the reason, again, here on No Frills Friday is that I make this video is that a lot of these animals, these birds, can be really an asset for you and be a blessing to your garden. So there's many things you can do. Some people will actually make bird houses to help encourage birds to come in. I think that's an absolutely great idea. And so in our case, where we're out here in Central Texas, kind of out in the middle of nowhere, is that we do have many birds, and that deer fence right there really acts as a perfect launching pad for them to be able to go in and consume insects. So we absolutely love it. And what we've noticed, the longer we've been out here on this farm, the more of the birds we have that come in. And I will tell you, occasionally birds will go in. If you leave a tomato, let it get too ripe and it's nice and red, sometimes it's way too tempting for these birds and they'll go in. They like to go after blackberries a little bit, but for the most part, they're doing far more good than bad. So I am always grateful to see the birds in my garden. And as I said, the coach whips, the spiders, our whiptail lizards, they're just absolutely fantastic. So wherever you're at, we hope that that's working for you. And remember, the birds are your friend. They're going to help you in that battle, especially for those of us that are organic gardeners. So thanks again. We appreciate you finding us, and I appreciate you letting me tell you this story about the little barn swallows. They're absolutely fantastic. Again, check out the video here at the end. I'll put it right over here. You can click on it where I talk about that, about the barn swallows. Thanks for finding our channel. And it means so much to Whirlwind Family Farm when you like, subscribe, certainly hit that bell for notification. Blessings over you, your family, your garden. Talk to you soon from Whirlwind Family Farm.